entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that one will bounce out of the back. Zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Corral over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Corral. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Robinson up the middle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Corral. And he's got his tight end, it's Mike Gesicki. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Now they send a man in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Edwards-Helaire is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Falcons nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready at their own 19-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Set, ready. Field, black. Red, yellow. Yellow.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Opening carry of the game for Cordarrelle Patterson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Six, mega. Striker, 3-3.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it with just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Trouble, 38. Blue striker. Black shot.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Red, cycle. Green jack.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Falcons grab it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Well, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Black Ultra. Hey,
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Corral sets up play action. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch, good enough for a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First and 10 is Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards.
Moore, the man in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Light blue.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Green. Dog red. White. Hey,
The slot man in motion right. Here's 2nd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Switching it up, Corral will throw here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On third down, here's Corral. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. From the gun, Corral. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on third down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. The Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the tight end in motion. On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Let's go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
This one taken just inside the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now this throw caught left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Black shot. Red, cycle. Black.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Black ultra. Hey,
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Rush it, 6. Slide 2.
They'll look to throw again. Open man is Michael Thomas. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That third down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
This pass is caught by London.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
On the ball.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Michael Thomas, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14 to 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Corral. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 17-14.
17. Falcons 14.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back.
Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position, now facing third down. Moore, the man in motion.
On third down, Corral.
That's caught at the 1. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Going quickly out to the right side. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
picked off by Keith Taylor. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire,
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Let's go now.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go.
2nd and 1. Out to his left. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And the slot man goes in motion left.
He's got Patterson on the out route.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
135 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. He'll get this down to the 38.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff as they run left side.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
That pass complete to Moore. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
At their own 17-yard line.
Down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody.